Hey guys, it's Will, and welcome back to more PokéMysteries. Today, we're going to be taking a look at the theory that Giovanni in Pokemon Red and Blue was actually the good guy, and you, Red, were the bad guy. Also, just for note here, I'm going to be using logic that is present in Gen 6 and applying it to Generation 1, things such as Dark and Steel type being a thing, and Ghost being super effective to Psychic. You'll see later. Anyway, on that note, let's get started.
We'll start at the beginning. It's no secret to any Pokemon fan that Giovanni and Team Rocket cloned Mew to create Mewtwo. After it was created, Mewtwo went batshit crazy and fled a cerulean cave. Now, at this point, Giovanni and Team Rocket had created the most powerful Pokemon of all time. Realizing that he had no way to control his new creation, Giovanni realized that he had to capture and/or defeat Mewtwo, which is where his adventure in Fire Red and Leaf Green begins. Or Red and Blue or Yellow. Pick your favorite. First off, let's do a quick rundown of all the main times you cross paths with Team Rocket and FLRG. Fire, Leaf, Red, Green. Good. Alright, so the first time you encounter the team is in Mount Moon, where they're trying to secure the ancient Pokemon fossils of Ammonite and Kabuto. The next time you see them is in Lavender Town, where Team Rocket is trying to capture types of ghost Pokemon using the Sylph Scope. And finally, the third time you encounter Team Rocket as a whole during the main game is in the Silphco in Saffron City. Here, Giovanni is trying to convince the president of Silphco to give him the Master Ball. Keep in mind that all three of these events are foiled by you, Red. Alright, so let's review. Team Rocket was trying to acquire ancient Pokemon. Keep in mind that Mew is also an ancient Pokemon. Why would Team Rocket be trying to catch Ghost Pokemon? Ghost is super effective against Psychic, Mewtwo's type. And why exactly would Giovanni want one Master Ball? Yup, to catch Mewtwo. The reason the Rockets tried to acquire the ancient Pokemon was that they hoped the ancient Pokemon would be able to overpower Mewtwo, considering they came from a similar time period as Mewtwo's original, Mew. Combined with their two main confrontation points of Team Rocket, the theory really does start to come together, that yeah, maybe Giovanni was in fact the good guy in the Generation 1 games, and you, Red, weren't exactly the villain, but neutral force. But here's where, for me at least, the theory starts to fall apart. A little bit. In Generation 1, Ghost wasn't super effective against Psychic. In fact, it was immune to it. This is just me here, but I'd like to think that as the newer Pokemon games come out, the new types, evolutions, and general improvements to the game kick back to the canon of the older games, such as if we eventually return to Kanto in a very hot Fire Red or in a very green Leaf Green. Why don't I work for Game Freak? I completely expect the new Pokemon who are retyped to Fairy, such as Clefairy and Jigglypuff, to become Fairy, and stuff like that. I hope you guys are following. So yeah. Judging by the actions of Team Rocket and their leader Giovanni, I do actually think that there's a vague possibility that he could have been the good guy. However, most interpretations of the theory go with the fact that Red is a bad guy, and if you're playing the Generation 1 games or their remakes and your energy trainer worth your Pokeballs, then you went and caught that goddamn Mewtwo for yourself. So in the end, it's all well that ends well, unless you use that Mewtwo to become a pimp or something whatsoever. Also, keep in mind, Game Freak probably never intended Giovanni to be the hero, or the not villain, or the anti-hero, because they didn't make Ghost super effective to Psychic. Like I said, it was immune to it. So yeah. Myth busted? Is that what I do on the show? I don't know. Mystery plausible. Yeah.